Grace, mercy, and peace be unto you from God the Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. Hello, everybody. My name is Claudine Cox, and I am the executive pastor here at Family Life Worship Center. On behalf of our lead pastor, Overseer Christopher T. Cox III, and our associate pastor, Pastor Jeremiah Sumter Jr., I'd like to welcome you all to our fellowship meeting. Today, we are going to discuss the future of our church, building for greater impact. Introducing our Brick by Brick Capital Campaign program. What is a capital campaign? A capital campaign is a focused fundraising effort to raise a large amount of money in a specific time frame. This is not for regular bills or operations. It's a time-sensitive effort to fund a major need, our new church home. Like everything else, the why matters. Since 2020, like many churches across this nation, we have noticed an extreme shift in attendance with our in-person worship services. But for us here in Elmont, New York, we have noticed the impact in our community outreach services. And so, according to the data of Association of Religion Data Archives, as of 2020 for Elmont, New York, we've noticed that the faith believers have really adhered to one of, in order of priority and attendance, have followed one of these four faith believers, Catholicism being the first, Islam and Judaism, and for us being the fourth. This data also shows the shift in the demographics here in the community, as well as the demographics for homeowners. You can take a look. You can certainly Google this data and you can have that at your disposal if you'd like to further go into the specific statistics. But I tell you, you can clearly see the impact. Most recently, when we went out to hand out palms to the residents of Elmont community, it took our team a lot longer to execute the task. And so it's very clear that in order to grow, we must stretch. And we just thank God for the teaching and instructions from the Lord that our overseer and Pastor Jeremiah, and at times myself and the rest of the elders and deacons that have done so on a Wednesday at our prayer and Bible study, to really give us the tools that we need to navigate this season of discomfort. So you may ask, Pastor Claudine, where are we going? And the truth of the matter is, we don't know yet, but we have seen some amazing prospects. Here's what we do know. We have faith. We have a clear vision. We know how to pray. We have a strategy, and we are actively preparing for God's divine favor. We are believing God for $1 million. Collectively, we are going to do it. So I'm asking you to be both a physical bricklayer as well as a spiritual bricklayer. We're going to do it individually. We're going to do it corporately, and we're going to bring our gifts and talents, and that's going to allow us to meet our goal. And we're going to do this faith by faith and brick by brick. What is the impact that we're really trying to do in our new location and community? Our desire is to have a new and more functional space that will empower us to expand our reach, welcoming families with disabilities and wheelchair users, offering tailored worship experiences for youth and even those who are sensitive to sound, opening our doors throughout the day, such as a vision that was shared many years ago with Bishop Christopher T. Cox II and Pastor Zulema Cox, our founders and establishmentarian. They've always wanted to do this because our goal is truly to meet the diverse needs of families in our community. But we can do this brick by brick. This capital campaign is a stretch for us as a church family, not just financially, but spiritually. And so you may look at $1 million, you may say, wow, that's a lot of money. Guess what? When we do it together, when we do it collectively, when we recognize that each and every one of us play a role in every layer of building and this wall brick by brick, you recognize that you're not doing it alone, but we're doing this together. And so our capital campaign will be executed in 5 distinct phases, each lasting 6 weeks. Within every phase, there will be multiple giving tiers, each representing the purchase of bricks at different levels of giving. Our goal is to raise capital for 1,000 bricks during each phase, totaling 5,000 bricks by the end of the campaign. The varying tier levels allow every supporter to participate, no matter their capacity to give. Most recently, we hosted our Daughters of Deborah women's brunch, and the tickets were only $40. We also offered a Chinese auction where we offered 10 tickets for $5, and we were able to raise capital that will go towards our brick by brick capital campaign simply by doing this collectively together with just $40. So let's look at what each phase looks like. Just want to give you an idea. Phase one is pray and lay the foundation. Tier one is our foundation brick. The cost of the foundation brick is $250. Remember, every phase we want to have 1,000 bricks purchased. This will give us a total of 250,000. And as soon as we hit that goal, and we're believing God that we're going to do it before the 6 weeks, we're going to shift to the next phase. Phase two is let's start to build phase. Tier two is our builder's brick. The cost of the builder's brick is $500. Tier three is our faith brick. The cost of the faith brick is $1,000. Phase four is our visionary brick. The cost of the visionary brick is $2,500. Phase five, this is our overflow. This is our legacy brick. The cost of the legacy brick is $5,000. So you may say, you know what, Pastor Claudine, I'll get to you at phase five. Here's the thing. If we do not accomplish or successfully execute phase one, phase two, and phase three, we will not be able to purchase our building. We can raise all our bricks for phase one, all our bricks for phase two, and partial for all of our three, and we can get into our new building. If we raise all the bricks for phase three, we can get into our building. But we cannot lay the foundation. We cannot burn the mortgage for phase four if we do not accomplish phase one, two, and three. So here's what it looks like in a simple spreadsheet. Here are the tiers: tier one, tier two, tier three, tier four, and tier five. And the cost of the brick, $250, $500, $1,000, $2,500, and $5,000. Remember, at each tier, it's 1,000. And these are the totals. So we're going to do this together, right? Because we are not just a church in the community. We are a community church. And we want to be an impact. So this presentation is one of many. And we are going to continue to speak about this. We are going to present the team that's going to be working on this capital campaign very shortly. And so as we go through this, we are asking you to participate. Share with your friends and family. Think of your gifts and talents that you can bring and say, hey, Pastor Claudine, I can do this, and say, hey, and we can host an event just like what we did recently with the women's brunch. You can even see, hey, over the course of 6 weeks, I can put this to the side, and by the end of 2 weeks, I can sow this seed that's going to go towards building this legacy of community with my church. But guess what? We are going to do it together, and we're going to do it with excitement. But more than all, we are going to pray, and we are going to have faith. So if you have faith to believe, to stretch in this, you can have faith and believe to stretch for your own. God bless you all, and thank you.